I'm really excited for this next guest, this next segment, Mind, Body, and Spirit. Our guest today is Andrea Barkley. She's a fitness and nutrition coach, mindful living advocate. She's also the author, and I love the title of this book, Moan Out Loud Protein Shakes.
Oh, yeah.
You have a sequel because it's Moan Out Loud and Louder.
That's right.
Protein Shakes. All right. Thank you for being here, first off.
My pleasure.
I'm really just kind of even excited because I hope to learn something from this because, you know, we live in this convenience world where we just need to grab something and go.
Yes.
There are so many friggin' protein shakes out there on the market. There's ones you can pick up at the 7-Eleven and a Shell gas station.
Oof.
And right? And then you can go, like I do the whole pea plant protein shakes that I get, you know, from my powders at Whole Foods or whatever. Tell us, what are some things that we can take home at, because we all drink protein shakes, right? We're always on the go. Everybody's drinking them these days. What are some things we need to be on the lookout for? Number
one, I believe that you eat with your eyes first. And so I think that protein shakes can be such a beautiful addition to anything that you do. And I actually like to use protein shakes to treat a sweet tooth. So I don't know about you guys, but when I'm done with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I have a sweet tooth. And most people, most people really struggle with sugar and sweets and baked goods. But I found that if you swap one of those things for an incredible protein shake, you put it in a wine glass, you feel like you're doing something decadent, you add some Whole Foods to it, then it really is such a treat. And I wrote the book because I was so disillusioned by the ingredients that were in a lot of protein shakes and powders, and I wanted it to be an opportunity to treat my body to whole foods. And there are really now such incredible powders on the market, so I'm with you in that Whole Foods scoop up, I'm all into it. But you really can make shakes that are so good that when you take a sip, you moan out loud. And that's what inspired the name, is that no recipe made it in the book unless I went, oh my God,
maybe
that is
so
good.
Maybe I need you to be making me a protein shake. I mean, I ain't moaning at all with my peanut butter and banana protein shakes.
I mean, and you really are what you eat. So when you eat and drink these beautiful things, you feel so good. And then how incredible to not have that big sugar bomb, you know, hit to your bloodstream, and instead have something that's more balanced, that stabilizes your blood sugar, keeps you feeling good and looking good. Most people struggle with getting enough protein in their diet. So it's a great way to do it.
So you have this thing too where you're texting people every morning.
I do.
Talk to me about this and how do we sign up for this?
Yes, so when I was first starting out into fitness, I hired my own personal trainer to get me out of this love fat bubble, right? And he really changed my life. And one of the ways that he changed my life, this was way before texting, is he would call me in the morning and say, Andrea, wake up, time to go hit the track. This is what I want you to eat today. Because if I'm only seeing a trainer 3 days a week, there's a lot of time to fail in the rest of the week, right? That's, if you're having a 30 to 45 minute workout with a trainer, there's a lot of downtime. So his touch points with me throughout the week were really helpful to help keep me on track. So I created a program called the Daily Motivator, and all you have to do is go to andreabarkley.com/motivate. You sign up, and I send you a text every weekday morning, and I say, good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Carey. Time to rise and shine, and here's what I want you to do. And it's a little text of accountability, exact homework as it relates to food and fitness, and it just helps to know that someone is encouraging you and rooting for you. And so we've had a lot of success, and it's a lot of fun.
I like, how early does that text come?
It's usually in the
Before 5 a.m.?
Well, you put your phone on silent, so you don't have to have it.
You don't turn your phone off at night?
I leave it on.
Oh, do not disturb, my friend.
Yeah, do not disturb. Get asleep, because you know what,
I'm always afraid. What if it's an emergency and someone needs to reach me?
They have 911.
No, there's nothing you can do at 3 o'clock in the morning for that emergency that you can't do at 7 o'clock when you get a full 8 hours of sleep.
911 if it's an emergency.
I guess that's the caretaker in me. That's a separate trauma therapy session.
You need to take care of yourself.
That's
so you can take
You
care
took
of that
the words
trauma
out of
the
my
next
mouth.
day.
Okay, fair point. Fair point. Before we go, can you just give people who are watching and listening, and people are in different places, right?
Yes.
And that's why we wanted this show. Some of it is maybe I just want to get healthier. Some of it is I have so much anxiety. Some of it is deeper level depression. Some of it is addiction. Where do people start? You know, if someone's watching you and they're like, hey, I like what she's saying, but how do I get started on this?
Just, if you're starting from scratch, I say, just start walking. Just start walking. And, you know, I'm a big believer in therapy and counseling, and I had a counselor once say to me, even while I was a personal trainer, Andrea, I couldn't bring myself to go exercise and work out. And she said, Andrea, I just want you to go walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes a day. Just go walk. And for me, preferably if it's outside, go walk for 30 minutes a day. If you're at a gym, that's awesome because you might spy the weights over there and say, okay, I'll lift a couple of those. So just commit to one thing. I also think that the best exercise that you should do, or the exercise that you should do, is the one that you will do. So what sounds good to you, that's what you should do. What will you do? that's what you should do.
And let's take this opportunity now, since you're watching us here on YouTube, go down to the comment section and tell us what you are doing right now in your day, whether it's exercise or whether it's food. What are you doing healthy in your life? And maybe when others are reading the comments, you may inspire somebody else to do that. Lastly, before we go, you have a podcast.
I do.
What's the name of it?
I do. I have a podcast originally titled The Andrea Barkley Show, where we talk about fitness, food, and parenting, and all of those things that help you feel better and live a healthier life.
Thank you so much.
It is so my pleasure. Thank you for having me. It was fun.
I'm going to have to try one of your smoothies.
Oh, for sure. I'll send you a book.
Okay.
Easy with the moaning.
I know. You better moan.
Thank you so much, Andrea.
Jeez,
Lord.
Louise.
Thank you.